In this lesson, I want you to open AutoCAD and click File and click New and select the AutoCAD Civil 3D metric template. You can see down here it's a file of type DWT. It's an AutoCAD template file. So I'm going to open this metric template, and now I'll click File, Save As, and we're going to call this file 02.01 grading. So click Save, and now you have a new grading file which is completely empty. At the command line, type XR. In here you can see we have the external references dialog box. So what we can do in here is we can attach another drawing into this empty file. Click the drop down arrow and you can see the different file types that you can add in here. You can add a PDF, an image, but I want to attach a DWG, which is an AutoCAD file. So I'll click Attach DWG, and you can navigate to the site plan file. Click Open and accept all the defaults you see in here. And click OK. I want you to close the external references dialog box, and still you can't see anything. But if you remember the zoom extend command, ZE, we can zoom to whatever is in this drawing. Notice the orientation of my plan when I XREF the drawing. I want to orientate my plan so this part of the property line here is horizontal at the bottom of my screen, like this line I'm just drawing. So to do that, we use the command UCS. Before I get into the UCS command, I want to type OSNAP. And I want to ensure that my nearest OSNAP is turned on, selected, and also make sure that my object snap is on. And you can turn off everything else in here and click OK. At the command line, type UCS. And I want to click a point along this line. Now I'll click another point on that line, because that's going to be my horizontal line. And now I'll click a third point. Notice how we see this X and Y axis. I want to click a third point between that X and Y axis, so I'll click right there. Now type plan at the command line and hit spacebar and hit spacebar again, and notice how I've orientated my plan like it was before. Now we are in the UCS we are in is plan. Now at the command, type UCS, hit the spacebar, and now I want to be in world coordinates. And notice how my crosshair changes. I want to be in UCS world because I want to attach another drawing in here, and if I am not in UCS world when I attach that drawing, it's not going to come in the right place. At the command line, type XR, and in your external references dialog box, I want to attach another DWG, which is an AutoCAD drawing file. So this time I want you to attach the topo survey file. Accept all the defaults because you don't want to change the scale of this XREF command, and you don't want to change the insertion point. And the reference type should be attachment. close your external references dialog box, and notice now we have a second XREF in here, and that is your topo survey. So click on that topo survey and right click and click on properties, and under properties you can see it's a file, it's an external reference, and click on your warehouse plan, and under properties you can also see that it is an external reference. So when you click on, for example, the warehouse text, you're not actually clicking on a piece of text because you're not in that drawing. You're just clicking on you're clicking on the entire drawing. At the command line, type OP. This is the options command, and here you can see we have all these different tabs. I want you to click on the display tab, and under fade control, adjust your XREF display. Usually I prefer to have it around 20. So by clicking OK, actually I'm going to change that a little bit more so you can see. I'm going to fade back my XREFs just a little, so you can see that they're slightly faded back. And if I draw a polyline in here using the polyline command, you can see that it's brighter than the line mark shown behind it. So that's just a personal preference. You can also go into the options and change your crosshair size. This is all personal preference. So if I adjust the crosshair size and click OK, you can see that my crosshairs are much shorter now. But my personal preference is to keep them at 100 and click OK. So try that out for yourself. Try everything we've done in this lesson, download the files, and practice what we've spoken about in today's lesson.